Hi, this is Ellie with Full Moonlight Tarot 20, and this is your daily oracle reading. These two cards jumped right out of the deck as I was shuffling, and I know one of them we've had before. Face your fears. When you do, you'll realize that they're not real, but only what you've created. And that speaks to you blowing things out of proportion in your mind, right? So, especially if we fear things that are unknown to us, right? We fear things that we have not yet experienced, but we kind of have an idea in our minds how it's going to feel and how it's going to affect us when it happens. And sometimes, well, pretty much a lot of the times when we actually face a fear, for instance, if you have a fear of heights or jumping out of an airplane, like skydiving, anything like that, and you finally push yourself to do it. You finally do it, and then you finally realize that the worst part was actually doing that first jump. Taking that first step was the worst part, because everything after that you surrendered, right? Because there was nothing you could do. You were falling. So you surrendered, and that was the easy part. The worst part was making that first step. So you kind of build things up in your mind to be much worse than they actually are. So yeah, it is something to work on within yourself. If there's something that you're really worried about, something that you're scared of, push yourself through that fear, and see how courageous you really are. And that's really going to build your self-confidence too. Yeah, that was a very interesting card, I thought. The other one, don't criticize others. It sets up negativity in your lower body. And I'm thinking this has to do with the chakra system in your body, the energy centers. So I don't know if it's the sacral chakra, or if it's the solar plexus chakra, where we where we basically get our self-confidence from. And if you criticize others, that usually means that your self-confidence is not up to par. You have a lack of self-acceptance. You really might have very negative self-talk going on, very negative beliefs about yourself. And all these things stem from childhood, right? Things that have happened to us when we were children. We weren't built up. And now, in order to deflect from your own lack, your own perceived lack, you project that onto others and you criticize others, because that helps you feel better about yourself and your perceived lack, right? But in doing so, you really are harming yourself, because you're sending out these negative thoughts, or you're talking to other people about somebody else behind their back, and this energy goes out to that person and creates a boomerang effect, where now that negative energy comes right back at you, but tenfold. So you're hurting yourself, and you're lowering your vibration when you speak negatively about somebody else, just like you're lowering your vibration when you talk negatively about yourself, right? So anyways, stop that, is what spirit is trying to say. Work on that self-acceptance and that self-love. You are a divine being. You are a soul having a human experience in this human body. So see yourself as that. You created that body. You said before you incarnated, this is what I want my body to look like. This is what I want to be like, in order to have the experiences in this life that I want to have, and to learn the things that I want to learn, and to work through the karmas that I want to work through. So see yourself as this divine, beautiful being, and stop criticizing yourself, and stop looking at others for validation. And yeah, It's tough. I know. It's something that everyone at some point in their life has to work through. And unfortunately, we live in a society where we all kind of judge one another, or we set certain people on pedestals and feel that we're lacking because we're not like them. But you are not meant to be like other people. You're meant to be you. So be you and do so well. So love yourself. See yourself through the eyes of this, your spirit team, your angels. They see how beautiful you really are and how deserving you are of everything that you want in your life. Treat yourself better, talk about yourself better, talk about others better, and raise your vibration. That's what I have for you today. Love and light. I will talk with you tomorrow.